This is a Lego SpongeBob, and this is literally every Lego SpongeBob set ever made. And today, I'm going to buy, build, and review SpongeBob sets, all the custom minifigures, and even some fake sets that Lego would never make. So strap in, because things are going to get nautical. Anyways, let's go. So SpongeBob has been around for quite a long time and is one of the most popular TV shows ever made. So obviously Lego made some IRL sets from it a long time ago. So long ago that I even got some as a kid. Now one of the first things you see in an episode of SpongeBob is a pineapple. So naturally I went to Walmart to go buy one. And now I had a delicious snack that I could munch on while I was building the first ever Lego SpongeBob set, and that is SpongeBob's home. Now I don't fully understand how he lives in a pineapple, mainly because pineapples don't sink. Trust me, I tried drowning him. See, it's not sinking.
A few minutes later.
And this set comes with 4 minifigures of the first ever SpongeBob SquarePants, Patrick Star, Gary the Snail, and Squidward. Bro, what did they do to him? All right, back to the pineapple. I started clicking and clacking more bricks together, built SpongeBob's bed and the diving board that's above it so he could have that iconic alarm opening. And there's also room in here for some reason for a basketball court, so that SpongeBob could dunk 3-pointers on his friends. And what's even cooler, he could dunk on the haters right out of his bed. There's also a little drawing pad in here, which is a little interesting, but we'll worry about that later. The next thing I had to do was build a house for his neighbor Squidward. And this one is low-key weird. As I was building it, there was this giant piece that is made just for this set, and it looks just like Squidward's house. And the only feature for this build is this storage area for a catapult, which you could take out and then use to subsequently destroy the eyeballs in his house, which were never there to begin with. No wonder Squidward's always grumpy. SpongeBob and Patrick are always launching things at him while he's trying to get his beauty sleep.
Don't they know I'm busy spoiling myself?
Maybe that's why his face looks like that. But don't worry, a couple door smacks and we can turn Squidward into handsome Squidward. He's so beautiful. Now the last build I have to make is of a giant boulder.
It's not just a boulder, it's a rock.
And this is where Patrick Star lives. He has a very simple life with a chair, a TV, and an armrest with a special snack under it.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Now the very last thing from this that I have to build is SpongeBob's car, because SpongeBob is famous for being an excellent driver. And after hitting a few pedestrians and crashing into that subscribe button, he made it to his workplace, the Krusty Krab, where his boss, Mr. Krabs, was anxiously awaiting his favorite fry cook.
SpongeBob, get out here!
I'm ready.
Oh wait, we still gotta build the Krusty Krab. I started by building its sign that's a clamshell so that people know it's the Krusty Krab, and then got to work on the exterior, adding the doors, and even adding this custom printed door that Squidward looks very happy about. Then I got to work on the rest of the exterior, adding a chimney, a roof, and these flags, which mean something. I just don't know what. There's also this little trash can in the back where all the unsubscribers go. Next, we had to head inside because we need to hide away Mr. Krabs' most valuable asset.
Money, 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 money.
No.
My secret formula.
Yes. And then we have his desk to hide his secret formula. But now we need to build the actual cash register where his customers can give him money. So I built the little half boat where Squidward works, and then I built the famous window and grill that SpongeBob uses to cook Krabby Patties. It also has this launch feature so you can launch them out the window and to his hungry customers. Oh, and speaking of that, there's a line of hungry customers waiting outside the Krusty Krab, and it was getting super busy. But hey, there's one more character in this set. Plankton? He owns the Chum Bucket, the big rival restaurant from across the street. And he's also Mr. Krabs' arch nemesis. He even tries on a bi-weekly basis to steal the secret formula. But every time he tries, he's foiled. Usually because he does something dumb. Anyway, I have to build the Chum Bucket. And building the set was kind of fun, especially because it's really expensive. And after I finished almost everything, I include this giant fist on top of it, which gave me flashbacks to this episode where Plankton tries advertising and did this dance.
Have you seen this, seen this, seen this, seen my genius, genius, genius?
And then Patrick came along and made the sign better that said, Chum is fun.
Chum is fun.
Now inside the Chum Bucket, there were lots of gadgets, gizmos, and innators, all made to try and steal the Krabby Patty secret formula, like this robot version of SpongeBob, which we'll see later. There's also a robot that delivers money, which Plankton hides inside, a burger robot that Plankton hides inside, You know, I'm starting to think that this hiding inside thing isn't working. What about a tank? There was also, most importantly, a holographic meatloaf projector, where Plankton and Karen made their evil plans to take down the Krusty Krab. Oh yeah, and here's my custom Karen, Plankton's computer wife. And after days of maniacal planning, he's ready to launch his evil plan. And it started by calling the local traffic police and telling them how SpongeBob's a terrible driver. So the driving authority came to the Krusty Krab, got a Krabby Patty, and then told SpongeBob he had to go to boating school, and he couldn't work for the Krusty Krab until he finished. SpongeBob was devastated, but was excited to see his favorite boating teacher, Mrs. Puff. But since he can't take his car to boating school, he needs to grab a bus. So I went ahead and built the Bikini Bottom Express set. It's this orange bus that has this fishy green bus driver, a bus stop, and a ticket machine with this really cool feature that dispenses a load of tickets that you can take directly to the bus and give to the bus driver. And Patrick looks like he also wants to get his boating license. So they both got on the bus and head off to boating school. Oh, the boating school's not done. So while I got to building the boating school, Mr. Krabs was getting desperate because now he didn't have a fry cook and Squidward honestly wasn't doing a great job. So he put up a wanted sign, but nobody wanted to work for him because he doesn't pay anything. So he escaped off to SpongeBob's house and broke in to see if there were any notes about how to do what SpongeBob does. And he found this awfully weird looking piece of wood. I think it's a pencil. Feeling desperate, he took it out and drew SpongeBob on the floor when all of a sudden, he made a new SpongeBob. I think we're gonna call him Doodlebob. Mr. Krabs took him to the Krusty Krab and actually making burgers even faster than SpongeBob. Mr. Krabs had money signs pop out of his eyes and the customers were really excited about this. While that was happening, I wrapped up building the boating school that was this old lighthouse with the school attached. And hey, there's Mrs. Puff. First, he had to do the written portion of the test inside, and he and Patrick were having a little too much fun in class.
Today's first lesson will be on turning.
24.
Hey, Patrick.
What?
I thought of something funnier than 24.
Let me hear it.
25.
That's enough!
And after doing the whole classroom portion, and SpongeBob barely passing, it's time for him to take his actual driving test. First, we have the starting line, which SpongeBob went through pretty easily, and then there was a speed bump, which SpongeBob thought meant speed up, so he stepped on the gas and ran into an anchor, which caught into Mrs. Puff and then slammed them directly into the wall. Yeah, it turns out walls and Mrs. Puff at 120 nautical miles an hour don't match up very well.
Oh, SpongeBob! Why?
So we need to drive her to the hospital, and lucky for us, there's an ambulance from the hospital set.
Wee-woo, wee-woo, wee-woo!
So I built up the hospital, and SpongeBob checked her in and then stole some bandages to help Mrs. Puff feel better by looking wounded, but he wasn't, because he's a sponge. Then Dr. Sturgeon came in and told them that she was going to be okay, she just needed SpongeBob to be away from her all the time, and she would get better. She also may have slipped the doctor a note saying that, but SpongeBob was already out the door.
Meanwhile,
at the Krusty Krab, business was booming, and Doodlebob was making the Krabby Patties even more high-end and fancy. And customers were paying more and more money, which made Mr. Krabs very happy. And what's better, Doodlebob didn't even ask to get paid. So Squidward thought it was a good time to ask for more money. Mr. Krabs, can I get a raise? No, Mr. Squidward. Back to work. Oh. In fact, the Krusty Krab was getting so fancy that Squilliam Fancyson himself showed up, and this just made Squidward angry. Then SpongeBob came in and tried to get his job back because now he figured he just had to ride his bicycle to work. But Mr. Krabs liked Doodlebob so much, he fired SpongeBob.
You're fired!
SpongeBob was really sad and had to turn in his hat and leave the Krusty Krab. Looks like Plankton's evil plan was working, but he knew that he had to get a new job, one that was exciting. So he called up his good squirrel friend, Sandy Cheeks. And it turns out she was working on a rocket to get to space, and she just fired her head engineer, Elon, so she needs some extra help to get there. And nobody's better to be an astronaut than SpongeBob. The rocket ride set is also a completely legit set that they made for some reason. So you're telling me they did this but not Sandy's house? Anyway, Patrick and SpongeBob both got in spacesuits and came along for the ride. There was a whole lot of space inside the rocket ship, including a tool shelf, control panels, and hey, wait a minute, is that Gru?
Next, we are going to steal the moon!
Hey, get him out of here. We only want one little yellow person in overalls. All right, I put this jelly card in, loaded up the fellas, and we're gonna have liftoff in
3 more subscribers! 2! 1!
Somebody subscribe!
Good, now that you did, I guess we're going to the moon. When they made it there, they did lots of cool experiments with this rover and a jellyfish field for SpongeBob and Patrick to go catch jellyfish. But they got bored pretty quickly and didn't like their job anymore, so they wanted to go home. So they loaded up some moon rocks and went back. So when they got back, they were taking off their spacesuits. Patrick and Sandy got theirs off just fine, but SpongeBob was having some serious issues. So he asked his friend Patrick to rip it off. SpongeBob? So that's not good. So Patrick took the corpses of SpongeBob to the only person that could actually help. That's right, the Flying Dutchman.
Now you're ready to sail for the Horn. Hey, roll and go. Our boots and our clothes, boys, are all in the corn. We're rollicking dandy, dandy, yo. Heave up horn!
Now the Dutchman was able to bring SpongeBob back to life, but in exchange for reviving him, he gets to keep his soul. So he made SpongeBob and Patrick both pirates, and their first job was to steal lost treasure. So the Flying Dutchman pulled up to this little island, and he dropped SpongeBob and Patrick off to go find the treasure. They got off, walked some planks, moved its little cannon out of the way, and then launched it. And then they found the treasure. They brought it to the Dutchman, but there was absolutely nothing other than this shell. So they went on sailing looking for more treasure and did a pirate howl. And after like 20 sets of this, the Dutchman really didn't like them anymore and decided to give them their souls back and kick them off their pirate ship. And SpongeBob was out of a job again. Now the only place left in town he could try and get a job was his third favorite place in the world, Glove World. So he got on the bus and got dropped off at Glove World, and there was already an employee at the gate who checks tickets and makes ice cream. And it looks like Patrick already had some. And they all got on the Ferris wheel together and went around and around and around and around and around and around and around until the Glove World guy got upset and kicked them out. Well, I guess SpongeBob's all out of jobs. And he's really sad about it. So he decided to go home and try and remodel his house to make himself feel better. And this one's going to be much nicer looking. And it has his boy Gary, but this time Gary's actually pink. And he has his own bowl. It also has some outdoor accessories like a reef blower, a grill so he can reminisce about working at the Krusty Krab, and his boatmobile that he's not legally allowed to drive. Legally, that is. But he figured he could avoid the law a little and decided to start delivering pizzas.
The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza absolutively.
And the first person he got to drop a pizza off to was Squidward, who was busy sunbathing out in this chair that came with the Pineapple House. This is also the first not cursed Lego Squidward. The inside was pretty much the same interior as the first one, but this time he has his famous chair with the fish behind it. And it even has his TV.
Breaking news!
Attention! Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy have died! Who is going to protect Bikini Bottom now? So SpongeBob and Patrick both looked at each other and decided that it should be them. So the boys got together and spent all their remaining money on this superhero boatmobile. It has these little squid launchers, a special telephone, and SpongeBob and Patrick even got these special superhero suits. And oh no, it looks like someone's drowning in the river. SpongeBob and Patrick were off to the rescue. Wait, guys, why are you going to save someone from a river? You live underwater. Oh.
Patrick, we saved the city!
So Patrick gave up and went home to his rock. But SpongeBob was still figuring out how he was gonna feed Gary. And at the same time, Mr. Krabs had never been more successful. So he decided, like all other restaurants, to make another Krusty Krab.
First of all, congratulations, Mr. Krabs.
Hello! I like money.
What inspired you to build a second Krusty Krab right next door to the original?
Money!
And I gotta build it. His biggest issue is he only had one Doodle Bob, and he needs another one to work at the new Krusty Krab. And Plankton saw this, so he crafted together the ultimate robot SpongeBob in the chum bucket and sent him over to the Krusty Krab. The robot came over and asked Mr. K to work for him for free. So he took him in and had absolutely zero reservations about it. And Plankton was also working on one last giant invention to destroy the Krusty Krab once and for all. While that was going on, SpongeBob was in his house feeling down about not having work that fulfilled him. And even though Mr. Krabs was doing well, he still missed SpongeBob.
This kitchen's not the same without
So this SpongeBob set I actually got when I was a little kid, and it's the Bikini Bottom Party. Thanks, Grandma. And this one got a downgrade on SpongeBob's house, an update on Squidward's, and Patrick's. Nope, wait, it's still just a rock. But it did have a new SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, and Mrs. Puff minifigures. And Squidward's house had all his favorite things, like his clarinet, his dumb art, and his clam cage.
I can't seem to get happy.
And all SpongeBob's friends came together to help cheer him up, and he was so happy. They had a drink stand, a DJ, and even a merry-go-round. And while he was having a good time, Mr. Krabs was raking it in. But Sheldon J. Plankton was making his final touches on the ultimate Krusty Krab destroyer, Giant SpongeBob. And he has the weirdest play feature I've ever seen. It has 2 alternate face expressions, and you can go inside and control his mind with Plankton, but this is Plankton without the sticker print.
What is that?
And you can put him inside to control the eyes, the mouth that spits out jellyfish. But most importantly, this beast even has the brand new
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, buckle some more.
So Plankton went to work using his machinery to activate the robot he planted in the second Krusty Krab, as well as Doodle Bob, to begin his master plan. He approached the Krusty Krab with both of them at his side, and then used Giant SpongeBob to completely destroy the second Krusty Krab. Well, Krabs, it looks like you'll have to hand over the secret formula, or else. Mr. Krabs felt completely betrayed by Doodle Bob, and realized at that moment he really needed SpongeBob. Mr. Krabs went inside to go get the secret formula. He realized it was over. But SpongeBob felt a great disturbance in the force, as if his favorite burger in the world was all of a sudden gonna get destroyed. So he left the party his friends threw him and got in the car to head there. He saw what was happening with the big SpongeBob and the Krusty Krab, and then remembered that scene from Captain America Civil War. And with some spare shoelaces and chains, he drove around the big SpongeBob to try and trip him.
You can't do the time, don't do the crime. Okay, time's up.
And the Krusty Krab was saved, and SpongeBob was back at work, and everyone was happy, except for Squidward, because he's never happy. But there's still one more thing we have to do. This is a real Lego SpongeBob pineapple, and this is an illegal one. And in today's video, I'm going to buy, build, and blab about these $5 illegal Lego sets, see if they're worth it, and then compare them to the real one. So stay tuned and Lego. Now, SpongeBob is one of my favorite Lego themes, and they haven't made some sets in a very long time. And the other day I headed into Five Below and saw this awesome set and assumed there had to be more. So I bagged them up, dropped them on the table, and we're gonna get into them all, starting with SpongeBob's pineapple. So I opened up the box and got to building. And I gotta say, the build process was pretty simple for it. We built up a little structure that pretty much looked like the actual pineapple that SpongeBob lives in the show. Plus we added stickers for the door, as well as stickers for the window. All right, and here it is. Pineapple's actually pretty good. It has the little doorknob as well as windows, which I stickered out, and the inside is pretty cool as well. But it's like extremely tiny. It reminds me of that time when SpongeBob's house got sucked up by all those little worms. It kept shrinking. Ooh, and we're gonna turn it around, and look at that. This one opens up literally the same way. What I find most funny is the leaf pattern is literally the exact same. This is literally you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. In terms of the figures, one of these is a little, normal, and the other one is a little cursed. I mean, look at him without his eyeballs. You can't do that with a normal Lego. There's also this weird hole on his head, which I thought was odd. And what I thought was stranger is the fact that they included an extra arm piece. Like, what? That's, concerning. But I wasn't done with doing houses on SpongeBob's block, because next I wanted to do Squidward's house. Alright, the house looks pretty good. My biggest issue with it by far is Squidward can't actually fit in the door. Bro's head is just too big. Oh, uh-oh, now he's stuck. Oh wow, I'm surprised he actually came out with his head on. Look at all these stickers. There's one of his bathtub, his side table, his clarinet. Why couldn't they have just included like a clarinet piece? Whoa, his ears like fold. Yo, and there's also his living room. Yo, I call this one bold and bright.
More like belongs in the trash.
And compared to the real one, with almost a 20-year difference, honestly, There's not much better about one or the other. This one's interior consists of literally a like rocket launcher to launch a jellyfish. You'd load in there. It's a little more playable. This one definitely has less play features and also is not minifig scale. This one, at least Squidward could probably fit through the door. But the real question is, which Squidward minifigure is better? Yeah, it's definitely not this one. This one's never winning a figure competition. I will say though, this one actually looks more accurate. Like legit, it's a better color, it has the right eyes. It doesn't look like an Easter Island head. So I'm gonna have to actually give the win to the fake $5 one. Who would have thought? All right, next up is the Krusty Krab. They literally have a bag just for the figures in this one. All right, we got Plankton. Okay, interesting way to do the legs. Never quite seen that before. Okay, so we gotta put him in here, I think. Okay. Let's go. All right, we got one crab arm. Let's make it two. And we got Angry Mr. Krabs face. Where is his money? Wait, is there no money in with him? What? There we go, now he's got some money. And he's got his boy Plankton here to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula. But there's still no Krusty Krab to steal it from. So that's our new job. Anyways, I got to building the Krusty Krab, and it was a pretty simple build with the windows, and it had these little arches on the top. The hardest part by far was getting this little center roof area down. But once I did it, I did the little shell outside, and boom, we're done. All right, and here is the $5 Lego set. We already looked at Mr. Krabs and Plankton, but let's look at the set. The first thing to note is we actually did get the little shell piece with the Krusty Krab logo, which is a lot more than I can say for the official Lego build. And again, for $5, we got 3 of the flags in the front. We also have a little burger logo. There's still no functioning door. And then you go inside and the sticker details they have, but I think they're a little corny and a little hard to place. Like you have the table, you have the clock. They look all right, nothing crazy. I would have preferred like some like cash register in here or a grill or something, but you know, it's what it is. It's a solid little set. Next to this one. This one cost like $20 like 10 years ago. And it also came with a Mr. Krab. I don't think it came with a Plankton, but Plankton is here. I just put him here. The fake version is much more accurate than this one, but this one's probably more size accurate. The Mr. Krabs also, look at this. Lego definitely is much better at keeping in with the theming of their actual parts, but I still think these guys are probably a bit cooler. Look at this. This one is so stupid. So the good news is they don't go heavy on stickers. They still have it for the flags and the enter sign and stuff. Oh yeah, and the sign, what is that? That never looked like that in the Krusty Krab ever. That's dumb. But inside we do have the things I was talking about. You have a little version of a grill, a cash register. You even have a table and a safe. Overall, it's pretty cool. So the question here is, which is the better value? And I think the better value is gonna be the $5 set again. It gets the job done, it gets the point across. It's not nearly as big, but it does come with the characters, which is important. So we have a winner. The next build we have is Sandy's spaceship, which ironically Lego actually made a version of. What are the odds of that? This one has 95 pieces, a new Sandy minifigure, and the spaceship. I got to building Sandy's giant spaceship, and by giant I mean really, really tiny spaceship. It was a very, very simple build with a pretty cool roof design. But by far the most fun part was actually just sticking these gigantic stickers on the interior of literal screenshots from the show. All right, let's crack open Miss Sandy Cheeks. All right, so it looks like we got her legs, and we're just gonna put on her torso. And next we got the arms, and they're being a little bit of a pain in the butt. Get on there! And then we just got her head and her little clear fishbowl thing that she wears to breathe underwater. Oh yeah, and she wears a flower. We had that put on too. I don't know how this attaches itself, but it's a sticker on here. Now here she is in her spaceship compared to the real gigantic thing. The big spaceship has a full interior with about 4 different rooms, and it even has this little rover, which is pretty cool. Now obviously each Sandy minifigure is different in its own right. The Lego one definitely looks more Lego-fied than this one, but this one I think does the best job out of any of the figures in these fake sets. It looks way more accurate, and grant you, even though it's 20 years younger, it's still pretty good. Sandy's ship is a fun interior and everything with some stickers, which is pretty cool. But I'm gonna have to say, I think the $5 one might actually be better again. I know, I'm just as surprised as you, but you're getting a way better value out of it. And it also probably looks more accurate to the official vehicle in the show. So yeah, I guess that one wins. Then the next set we're gonna crack into is the pirate ship. So I opened it up and got to building. This one has by far the most pieces out of all of them. I think it's like definitely over 100. And it's based off the Flying Dutchman ship from SpongeBob, you know, from where SpongeBob does the... And I'm a little confused as to why they included yet another SpongeBob, other than he's obviously very popular. Because I would have really liked to have another Flying Dutchman minifigure that doesn't look like the lame Lego one. All right, and here is the pirate ship. The SpongeBob minifigure itself is pretty good looking, but I'll be honest, so is Lego's. They're wearing the same shirt, but the eye patch is literally on the different side. I honestly think that they screwed up the eyes and they had it on the box to be backward. Yeah, see, look, now it's more similar to the other one. Oh wait, the strand is still going around the other side. Never mind. Anyway, the build itself has more pieces than any others of these. And there's this little area down below where you could put SpongeBob where he's supposed to control the ship, I guess. But it's way too low down there. He's like hiding in the basement. All right, Bob, get out of there. Oh, no, that's worse. I don't like that. Yeah, anyway, it does have a little flag up here and here. The sails, they did not do a good job with. The Lego one, on the other hand, much better. It is a nicer display piece. It actually has functioning wheels and everything. It actually is like a functioning boat. Oh, look at the pirate flag. Oh, and that's actually like a print and not just some weird sticker or piece of paper. Yeah, no, Lego's definitely getting the dub with this one. Better in pretty much every way. I just don't think this does a good job shaping the Dutchman ship, and I wish it came with the Dutchman because we already got SpongeBob. This one did come with the Dutchman, but I was only putting SpongeBob here because we're comparing it and I want it to be fair, which it's not because this is just significantly better. Now these last two sets, Lego hasn't made a comparable version of, but I'm still gonna build them because they're epic looking. So I started with the jellyfish fields, and building it was pretty simple, and I really liked having jellyfish builds. And the SpongeBob we've already gotten before. Now the jellyfish fields were pretty simple. I'd never actually built a full-on jellyfish before, but I really liked them. And the big weird thing about this build was how many stickers they wanted me to put on it. Like, I've never put this many stickers on a set, and what's worse is they barely gave instructions on where to put them. So it was all just me kind of guessing. And here is the legendary SpongeBob Popsicle. It's funny, they actually give you multiple options if you want to have like more melted eyes or whatever, and then they also give you like different mouth options because the popsicles vary so much. And then you could just hold it and it's kind of like a normal SpongeBob pop. That's freaking awesome. And for $5, it costs almost as much as a real one, but this one you get to enjoy forever. 10 out of 10. Now, here are all of the sets, and in total, I think one of the best ones is actually this one because it's not actually really regulated to be any particular scale. It's like a little accurate prop, and it's cute. I like it. Another one that's great is Sandy's. Even though I didn't give this one the win, Sandy's minifigure is a W. But I think these are a great alternative for someone who doesn't want to spend $300 on any one of the different SpongeBob sets. They're little $5 builds that get the point across. They do the job, and I think they are great. Now, if you want to buy one of these, I'll leave a link in the description. With all that said, God bless and stay awesome. This is the first LEGO SpongeBob set, and this box has literally all of them. And in this video, I'm gonna be buying, unboxing, and talking about every LEGO SpongeBob set ever made. So with all that said, LEGO! Now the first thing I had to do was go out and buy every SpongeBob set ever. The Krusty Krab is how much? Now this is no easy feat. I spent hours looking all over eBay to see all the astronomical prices when I realized I have a friend. Hey Danny, yeah, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Yeah, so do you still have every SpongeBob set ever made? Can I buy them? Great, thanks. We got them.
2,000 years later.
We're doing the Krusty Krab pizza. Is the pizza positively the Krusty Krab? I'm ready. I'm ready. I think that's it. Yes! Now before I open this, I don't think these are all gonna be sealed boxes per se, but there are gonna be a couple boxes, so let's crack into it. Alrighty kids, I'm gonna put this box on the floor because it takes up too much background space, and then we're gonna grab one set at a time. All right, let's do it. Firmly grasp it in your hand. I said firmly grasp it. I said firmly grasp it. Poop. Anyways. Oh, no way. All right, we're gonna do one at a time, starting with the biggest one. Oh man, no flippin' way. Yes! Wait, okay, it looks like we have some of the minifigures in here. Oh, this is so cool. I haven't had some of these before. It's a little broken, and I'll fix that later. Looks like we got Gary, who comes in orange, by the way. Interesting. We got SpongeBob's body. We got unhinged Squidward.
What the Sigma?
And we also lastly got Patrick. I love how chill he looks. He looks great. There's obviously one thing missing here. And I have to look through here, and I think I found it. You guys see that? Yeah, I see it. Ooh, he's seen better days. A little scratched up. Never stopped nobody. And we got Gary the snail. Oh, and also we have all of the enslaved jellyfish, which by the way, they totally are chef hats. Wait, want me to prove it? Literally a chef hat. Put the fries in the bag, Squid. It also has the boat pre-built, so you could like totally load up SpongeBob in here with Patrick. Yeah, come on, both of you get in there. All right, and then we could just put Squidward here. He could just mind his own business. Then we just crank back the car and release. I can't seem to be happy. All right, let's check out the next set. All right, so we got this here still. Ooh, oh, this is gonna be the next one. Yo, it's gigantic SpongeBob with gigantic plankton. Oh man, wait, is this thing built? This is so cursed. This is wrong on so many levels. I don't even know if I want to open it. We might have to save that for the main video. Nah, let's do it now. Ugh. Oh my goodness. What happened to his nose? Okay, wait. So, foot here. Yo, they got the high ankle tube socks. That's good. I gotta get behind this, one sec. All right, we got the other triangle tube sock. All right, then we got arm number 1, arm number 2, nose. No, not the eyeball. Wait, the eyeballs are connected by heads? Wait, we gotta get the feet on. All right. Sweet. All right, there's gigantic SpongeBob, and he's got googly eyes. Oh, and you know, oh no.
My leg!
Oh, wait, no, he's like falling apart right now. Oh no. You know who's causing all this? Where's Plankton? That's where'd the sticker go? It's supposed to be here. What? Where is he? There's no giant plankton? Nah, what happened? All right, we're gonna have to rebuild it and find him. Oh no. Oh, total side note, but you could totally like just, yeah, no, SpongeBob's dead. All right, looks like we're putting, instead of SpongeBob in the instead of fries in the bag, it's SpongeBob in the bag. Oh no, it's still falling apart. And why did this have to happen this way? Oh no, I broke the foot. Again. It's okay, we'll rebuild them for the video. Oh, yo, it comes with clear jellyfish. All right, everyone get in here. Get out of here. This is what I get for not buying brand new original sealed sets for $12,000. You're dead to me. This is where my leg guy goes when he, breaks his leg. It's the SpongeBob Lego Hospital. Oh, shoot, that is Dr. Sturgeon. I've never seen him in real life before. I've seen like a lot of these other ones, but this one will be cool. Yo, wait a minute. All right. We got battle damaged SpongeBob. All right. We got the ambulance, or as Patrick likes to call it. Yo, this is like full wraparound printing. Oh, shoot. This is an emergency. You got to hit that subscribe button. We're about to hit 100,000 subs. Guys, we got to get a new silver button. All right. We got a bunch of parts. I found Patrick. That's the same one as before. All right, let's see. And we have, ooh, Dr. Sturgeon. I think that's his name. I could be wrong, honestly. I don't know. Shoot, he looks so cool. Oh, and then we have a bunch of other stuff like these IV bags. We're gonna get to building this for the main video. But that's so cool. This is literally my YouTube analytics this month. All right, back in the bag, next set. All right, I'm gonna go with this one. It is the SpongeBob Bikini Bottom Bus. Oh man, I wanted this one really badly as a kid because it has this whole little ATM feature that dispenses tickets. But even back then it was like $100. So now it's just ridiculous. Anyway, let's crack it open, see the figures, and see the build. Oh shoot. Yes, the ticket dispenser. Oh, and there are tickets that are gone. But if I remember correctly, it's supposed to like dispense them, right? I think. One sec, let me look at the instructions. Okay, so what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to put this in, you're supposed to get this little pin, and then you send it up like this, and then you can load the tickets in the back like this, right? And it goes really high. They're more in the bag. And then you could have SpongeBob go and, you know, pull the lever, and then you get to press out a brand spanking new ticket. Look at this. Ticket, and then look, there's another one. I think there's one more in there. There you go. And the ticket has a little bus graphic. So now SpongeBob could ride the bus. I do gotta say though, the bus build is a lot smaller than I thought, especially for like the amount of money that it costs. Yeah, it is overpriced. But the good news is you get a SpongeBob fig, a Patrick fig, and even the bus driver. Ooh, it looks like he got nibbled on by a child. Oh, that's so cool though. I have the bus. It's so tiny. It reminds me of the episode where they were just waiting all day for the bus to come when they were in like the deep end, and it just never did. I also think those are the same windows they use on SpongeBob's house. Anyway, now that they all have tickets, we're gonna load them all in and pack them all up. Oh, this has all like Plankton's weird inventions. Oh, I'm actually really excited about this one. Chum is fun. You remember that episode? We got SpongeBob here. That's very important. We have like a little part of a tank. Okay. We have another one of Plankton's robots. I think this is the one he sent to go work at the Krusty Krab. Oh, and we got Robot SpongeBob. Oh, that looks so cool, but the sticker's a little out of place. That's okay. Here. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's SpongeBob. Yo, and we have the Krabby Mobile with evil Plankton. Yo, and we even got like a little back that like healing tube. We totally put SpongeBob in here and then clone him out. Oh, that's sick. All right, we're gonna put the chum bucket away. I can't wait to build it though. Yo, wait a minute. It's the fist. Oh man, I can't wait to build that. All right, let's pick out the next one. Ooh, I think we gotta do, yes. No way. This set, oh, that makes me so nostalgic. Yo, it's SpongeBob! Or actually, Le Bob Esponja. I remember my grandma got me this, and the first thing I did when I got it was opened up all the minifigures and built them, and then kind of made my grandma just build the rest of it because I didn't want to build it. Wow, that's some beautiful box art. Look at that, you got like a little SpongeBob in the corner. I think this came out in 2012. It doesn't have Patrick's house, which is a little weird, but it does have Patrickle. And there was one other set that came out that year. It was the Flying Dutchman one, which I think we'll have in this video. And then it has kind of one of the more lame interiors to a SpongeBob house ever done, probably the worst one, but the best ever interior to a Squidward house. It comes with his clarinet, it comes with a little room for art, and the little storage area upstairs. SpongeBob's has a bowl for Gary and a plant and a mural of Patrick. Lame. Yo, is that his foot? All right, let's check this out. Whoa. Let's check this out. I'm used to these figures, but you guys might not be because they're still in my collection. We got Patrick looking dapper. Oh, this is definitely the most like PC one. Where is Squidward? Oh, we got Gary, the boy, but he's pink now. Oh, I see Mrs. Puff. Puff Daddy, where you at? Come on, Puff Daddy. Where is Mrs. Oh, there's Squidward. Here he is. Oh, there's SpongeBob. Oh man, I haven't held this figure in forever. Yeah, get on top of him, Sponge. All right, last one, Mrs. Puff. She's missing her bottom half. You know what? You get to just be worn around by SpongeBob. It's okay. I honestly like this drip. Yo, SpongeBob, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing the Gary Mrs. Puff combo.
Why, SpongeBob? Why? I low-key have no clue where Mrs. Puff's legs went. Patrick, get up. I found Mrs. Puff's legs. Here, there they are. That's so weird. Oh, you could like fit things in her. Oh, what should I put inside Mrs. Puff? We're putting this plant. We're gonna like grow a plant inside of her paws. There she is. All right, now she can give SpongeBob boating lessons. Oh, and we also have SpongeBob's pineapple over here, but I'm not even gonna bother digging into this sucker. It makes me sad because mine was never fully complete. All right, bye-bye. All right, so that's pretty cool, but we gotta move on to the next one. All right, so the next one we're going to do has to be, this one kind of caught my eye. Yo, this is my childhood right here. Okay, so this was this little like superhero SpongeBob set that was really cool back in the day. It's like Sea Creatures of the Deep or something. It has like these flick fire missiles, and it also has a evil plankton. Oh, it's missing the phone. Where's the phone at? I'm getting held out on. Either way, it comes with superhero Patrick and superhero SpongeBob. Yeah. We put SpongeBob here and Patrick here. Oh shoot, there's at least the steering wheel. Glad that's not missing because I was gonna have questions. And then we have the jellyfish launchers. And they're on the march because this evil version of Plankton got the one and only Krabby Patty secret formula. Yeah, I don't know how he got this, but he did. I also love this version of Plankton. Oh my gosh, it's so nostalgic. This is how they make him like normal minifigure people sized. They put him in a robot with a little jet engine on it. I don't even remember this character. Ew, wait a minute, Patrick, what are you doing? Ew, that's so gross. What? Somebody put chocolate chips in here. Patrick, those aren't chocolate chips. Then what are they? Onion rings? Worse. All right, that was weird. Next set. Oh, what do we want to do? Oh, is that the Flying Dutchman? It is the Flying Dutchman. Yeah, no, he doesn't need that. He's dead. All right, in this set, we got a brand new SpongeBob pirate minifigure. Yeet. We should also get a brand new Patrick pirate minifigure. Glad you got cleaned up, buddy. Oh, no, he didn't. Ugh, what happened to his face? And the last one should be the Flying Dutchman. It is, but he's missing his hat. Wait a minute. Yo! The thing I find funny about him, and I just realized this after owning this figure for like 12 years, the face mold is like this dark green, and it's supposed to mesh with the dark green beard on the torso. So it's supposed to be like one long continuous thing. That's funny. Yeah, the ship itself is kind of a mess. I forgot the name of it. So they all get to go back inside and I'll build it later. All right, I've been excited for this one. It's Sandy the Squirrel's rocket ship. All right, let's check it out. All right, so we got the big rocket interior. Whoa, we got like pipes in here. We got the moon. Who's gonna tell Gru? Oh shoot, we have like Star Command. That's legit. And then we have this thing, this one, the jellyfish they're bringing to the moon or from the moon. We got this. Yo, we got Spaceman Patrick. He's got a nut on his shirt. We got the rover. We got the first ever Sandy Cheeks and only one that came out for almost 6 years, I think. I don't like this one as much, honestly. Oh shoot, and then we got SpongeBob Spaceman. What is this? It's one small leap for Sponge, one giant leap for Sponge kind. Look at the way they did the instructions. You had to like open it like this. I think. I don't know. I'm a little confused. Question to all my subs out there. Is that a carpet or is that grass? Is it telling you not to play outside? All right, we got this. We got the advertisement for the bus and a little bit of the play features. All right, that's pretty cool. All right, off you go. This is another SpongeBob house. 3815. I'm a little surprised. I think it belongs with that set from earlier in the video. I could be wrong though. Yo, I was right. The other SpongeBob set was accurate. This is the standalone one. There was like 3 SpongeBob houses that came out. I think this is probably like the best one because it was just for SpongeBob's house. It comes with his boat, I guess. We got Gary. We got SpongeBob. And I think this comes with a Squidward. It does come with a Squidward. Get out of there, bud. No, we can't have that. This is the first one that looked normal. It didn't look ugly, like your mom. Get wrecked. No, I'm joking. Please subscribe. I was joking. Yeah, so this is normal Squidward, and I think the only ever one that came like with a normal shirt and normal head. So that's a win. There should be a Patrick in here, I feel like. I don't know if there is. In memorial. Yo, that's like an actual photo. That's not even a Lego like artist rendition. Yo, wait. It has the I'm a head out chair. You know, from the meme? Like the one where he's like ready to jump out of the chair. All right, this last one's a little special because it's Mrs. Puff's boating school. Man, this is so cool to finally have. And unlike all the other ones, this set a new standard of not opening every character at once. Ms. Puff came in part 2 because they have the big school building and they also have like the big tower. And you could actually like do the whole boating course. You have a little comic book. Oh man, I'm so excited to recreate scenes from this. I'm a little scared to open this bag actually. Oh right, because I remember like Patrick was giving him directions on the radio to try and cheat the test, which is low-key how I know some of all you are doing school now with ChatGPT. So there's SpongeBob radioed out, and then Patrick is telling him what the red light means. It means stop, SpongeBob. And now I just gotta find out where Mrs. Puff went. Okay, there's the boat number 18. Oh, I think I see her. Yo, why does she keep losing her legs? This Mrs. Puff looks way more depressed, which is honestly way more accurate. All right, I can't wait to build this one. But in the meantime, bye-bye. And this last one is like the last Lego SpongeBob set. And it's the second ever version of the Krusty Krab, and I had this one too. And the primary difference of this one is it's worse. It has the Krabby Mobile, which I guess you have a part of here. It has a new version of SpongeBob, a new version of Patrick, and most importantly, a happier version of Mr. Krabs. Hello, I like money. Hey, Mr. Krabs, what made you decide to make a second Krusty Krab Lego set?
Money!
This is a normal Lego SpongeBob, and this is a custom Doodle Bob one. And today I'm gonna buy, build, and blab about SpongeBob minifigures and parts that Lego refused to make. Anyway, are you ready, kids? Cause let go! Now, as you all know, Lego SpongeBob is real, but at this point, it's really old. In fact, if you're under 14, every Lego SpongeBob set is older than you. And as you can see on the internet, the prices for it have gone up anywhere from 400 to 2,000%. Who's setting the prices here, Mr. Krabs? And not only that, but the minifigures from Lego SpongeBob are also super expensive. Like legit, Squidward's $50. I don't even think the real Squidward is worth that much. And worst of all, Lego's barely done any characters. They've done the main ones, which are great, but they've barely done the more niche ones like Doodle Bob, Squilliam, or even Larry the Lobster. But there are some companies that make custom minifigures that have. So I hit up my boy Brick Ratty OP on YouTube and copped some from him, and they should be here any minute now. Hey, I think that's them. Let's crack into these bad Larrys. Break out my trusty knife. Boom, boom. Sweet. All right, let's crack into these. Okay. Oh shoot. All right, so I'm gonna make this video a little more interesting because not only are we gonna be doing these custom minifigures, we're also going to be taking a look at some custom SpongeBob parts that are from different scenes in the show. But we'll push that off for a second because I wanna start with one of the minifigures, which are bagged really well, by the way. Thank you, Brick Ratty OP. You're a goat. They're like in a bag. It's a long bag. All right, let's pick out the first one. And it's Dirty Dan. No way, I literally never thought I'd see the day that I get a Lego Dirty Dan minifigure. What? Look at him just peeking his head out of the bag. And it's literally just a normal Patrick minifigure. I think those are the original legs, but it has the little belt printing. It has a little necktie like a cowboy, and then it has the Dirty Dan face. Does the head move? Oh shoot, does it even come off? Oh no, it's like really tightly on there. Oh wow, is it a custom mold? I don't even know, it might be. Get back on.
All right, Pinhead, your time is up.
Who you calling Pinhead? I want to be Dirty Dan.
What makes you think you can be Dirty Dan?
I'm dirty. See it.
I'd say I'm Dirty Dan.
I'd say I'm Dirty Dan.
No! I'd say I'm Dirty Dan. No!
I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan. No!
I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan. No!
Which one of you fellers is the real Dirty Dan?
I am.
All right, that's one figure down. Now it's time to take a look at our mystery box. Oh shoot, I'm excited for this.
How about this one? I call it bold and brash. More like belongs in the trash.
Oh, and let's take out another one just for fun. Ooh, it's the Krusty Krab pizza.
Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. Pizza.
Krusty Krab, yeah, pizza.
All right, we're making progress, but I want to get to our next figure. And I think this next one's gonna be nothing like you've ever seen on an official figure before. It's Doodlebob! Yes! I am so happy I have a Doodlebob in my collection. Yes! Basically, the reason this character exists at all is because a guy dropped his pencil in the ocean and SpongeBob drew a version of himself and he turned evil. So I actually want to make the pencil that made him and like make it Lego minifigure sized. So I snapped apart this one, put it in a pencil sharpener. All right, and here you go, Doodlebob. I don't think that's gonna fit very well in his hand. Wait a minute, let's try something. All right, so he can't put his hands above his head because obviously that doesn't work with Lego, but you can like kind of mold his hand into this. What if I like sharpen this and like make a little gap groove for him to grab into? Ugh, yo. No, Doodlebob. I think this is like a specially molded piece for this particular custom. Yo, okay, I finally manipulated it to look like he's holding a real pencil. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh shoot, I could have him grab in with the eraser. That's so smart. I'm so glad I thought of that. All right, here we go. Oh shoot, what is he writing on the screen? Is that a subscribe button? Oh, you guys should listen to Doodlebob. All right, you guys know what time it is. Custom part time, cracker open. All right. And it looks like the first thing we have is this little paper ghost, I think. Oh, you know what this is? Wait, yo, I just realized. So this side has the ghost and there's another print that has the shopping list.
Oh my gosh! A floating shopping list! Ah!
I'm not a shopping list. I'm a ghost.
All right, so we got the floating shopping list checked off now. No, honestly, I thought this was from the episode where Mr. Krabs sold SpongeBob's soul for 62 cents. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but I think it's actually from when SpongeBob goes to Glove World and gets his skin peeled off. And it's funny because this one is technically a little taller. Wait, no, it's not. I lied. But they do use like this official like Lego skeleton with the same mold they had for Doodlebob. Except now he's dead, but this looks so legit. It looks like an actually printed minifigure. And it has functioning legs. That's so cool. I low-key love this minifigure. But there's one thing about it that doesn't make sense. And that's sea sponges don't have skeletons. Yeah, you're not supposed to even be real. Oh, all right. We have the next figure and it is going to be, no way, it's Sandy Cheeks. But like without clothes on. She has like some clothes on. Whoa. Oh man, this is so cool. So there's only been 2 official Sandy minifigures and they haven't made them in like 10 years, 12 years. So here is one of her outside of her spacesuit. So this is what she could wear in her little bubble house, like with the tree and everything. Okay, so she comes with this purple dress piece and then you're just gonna tag on the torso. And there's Sandy. Does she have any back printing? No. Okay. So maybe I'm the only one who thinks this, but did anyone else think that SpongeBob and Sandy like were a thing when they were kids? They're not, right? I'm pretty sure they're not. You know what? I don't want to think about it. All right, we still have some custom parts left, and I'm gonna choose the ones in this bag. Yo, we have Bikini Bottom dollar bills and a Bikini Bottom penny.
Money, 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 money.
Fine, Mr. Krabs, you could have it. I don't need it.
Money, money.
Now what should I do with this other one? Ryan Trahan.
This is a penny. Ugh, and I need a manicure.
All right, guys, there's only one custom minifigure left, and it is Squidward's arch nemesis, Squilliam Tentacles. Squilliam Tennis Balls. I don't know what his last name is. No, it's Squilliam Fancyson. That's right. I forgot. Sorry.
Hi. Hello, I am Squilliam Fancyson.
And the primary reason that he is different from Squidward is because he has that giant, beautiful unibrow, while Squidward just has head creases.
Womp, 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 womp. Hello, Squiddy. Get out of here, Squiddy.
And those are all the minifigures so far, but we still have some custom pieces to get to. Like this Wanted Maniac poster. This is from the episode where Patrick did the whole And there's one more thing, and it's a little interesting. Someone had graffitied on the door of the Krusty Krab, and Squidward had to go and clean it up, and the thing was kind of making fun of Squidward. Poor Squidward, he can't catch a break. No wonder he hates life. That looks so goofy. I don't have a Krusty Krab to actually put this in, but when I build one, I'm definitely going to use this. Now, these guys are pretty cool, but there's still some pretty big characters that aren't in here. And that's because there's never been an official custom made of any of them. So I talked to my buddy Sab Nino on YouTube, and he designed some pretty awesome Lego characters that Lego refused to. Like this Lego Larry the Lobster. I love this minifigure. And this minifigure's weird because it has like a big fig arms, a new torso, and regular minifigure legs. Which I guess kind of makes sense because Larry has really tiny legs.
Living like Larry.
Living like Larry.
He also made a Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, and Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy were some of my favorite characters, but who I liked almost as much were their villains. Man Ray and the Dirty Bubble. Remember the guy that tried to give Patrick back his wallet?
Yeah. No, it's not mine.
It is yours. I'm trying to be a good person and return it to you.
So we have him in Lego, and then we also have his main accomplice, the Dirty Bubble, who's a little small here, not gonna lie. This is Patrick's reaction to that. Yeah, they made Surprise Patrick, that giant meme with his mouth wide open. It's literally just a normal Patrick, but with a new face. I can't believe Lego hasn't done this. But please, Lego, bring back SpongeBob. Another fun one is Bubble Bass, if you remember him. He's the guy who goes into the Krusty Krab and gets really complicated orders.
I'll take a double triple bossy deluxe on a raft, 4x4 animal style, extra shingles with a shimmy and a squeeze, light axle grease, make it cry, burn it and let it swim.
And the Lego minifigure looks pretty good as well. It's a custom mold, and Lego never made him. They also made Fred, who I'm pretty sure is the My Leg guy too. My leg! But the best of all of these is Handsome Squidward. Yes, they did the meme. I love Handsome Squidward. And now we have it in Lego. And the last one we have to check out is the Chocolate guy. You remember him?
Chocolate? Chocolate! Chocolate! Chocolate!
He's legitimately my favorite character in all SpongeBob. This is a real Lego SpongeBob, and this is an illegal one. And today I'm gonna buy, build, and blab about SpongeBob minifigures and give them lore. So are you ready, kids? Because we're going under the sea with this one. Anyways, let's go. Now, many years ago, Lego decided they were going to collab with Nickelodeon and make SpongeBob official Lego sets. They made some of the coolest sets that I've ever seen, and I even got to own a couple. Now, it's been a really long time since Lego's done any official SpongeBob sets. And because of this, if you go on eBay, all the official minifigures are really expensive. Bro, how much is Mr. Krabs? They did make a lot of characters, but they're all really expensive to get officially now. So I decided to go onto my iPad and check out eBay to buy some of these illegal Lego SpongeBob minifigures. And we're gonna cop. All right, they'll be here in 3 to 5 business days.
A few moments later.
Hey, I think they're gonna be on the porch. Let's go check it out. Is that it? All right, let's crack into it. All right, so these are gonna be, I guess, mystery minifigures, and we're gonna crack into all of them. All right, so we're gonna grab our first character. Let's crack it open. Alrighty, kids, let's see, and oh, that's not a minifigure. Oh, you know what? I know who this is. I think is he missing a part? All right, so we're gonna put these together, and this is a bit of an interesting build, but this is, I think, based off the official version of the character. Yep, it is. It's Gary. Meow. Is that grapes? Yeah, that's grapes. Or cherries. Yeah, so this is Gary from SpongeBob. This is Snail. And it has these 2 specially printed pieces, but the rest of him is just kind of like brick built. It's like 3 perfectly normal bricks, and then this dish piece with some printing. I actually think that's a really creative way to do Gary's eyes. Even though they're not printed, I still like it. I just hope they don't do Mr. Krabs that way. All right, that's our first character though. All right, let's get into the next one. So there should be 11 characters. That Gary was number 11. This is going to be number 10, or this will be number 2 if you're counting the other way. Oh, wow, we're really getting with the obscure characters first. I don't know his name. Is this like the bus driver from SpongeBob? I think it is. Yeah, no way. Wait a minute. All right, so he comes with yellow hands, which is a little weird. I don't know what that's about. And he also comes with this pole and his driver's cap. I think this is the cab driver, like of that little red bus that they drive around in SpongeBob. This is actually a really neat minifigure. I like him a lot. I couldn't really rate Gary because he was hardly a figure, but this one is. I'm gonna give him like a 6 out of 10. It's just a nice extra civilian to have for your Lego SpongeBob collection. All right, let's get into the next one. We're gonna randomly pull. All right, hopefully it's a more mainstream character that's an actual minifig. Whoa, yeah, okay. That's about as mainstream as it's gonna get. It's SpongeBob. And we'll compare him to the official one in a second, but I just want to take a look. He looks really good. He's a very simple character and actually one of the shortest minifigures ever. We have the clip in his arms. And then he comes with some red and yellow studs for his burger? What? Wait a minute, that's not right. All right, we'll build it. This is weird. All right, there's a weird Krabby Patty. And he comes with a dish, which I remember all the way back from the old Krusty Krab set I had as a kid. And here's SpongeBob. He looks good, he looks like SpongeBob. He looks almost identical to the official minifigure. Here, this is the version I have right here. It's a different print version. I had this one too, but you honestly can't tell the difference. Other than the official one has a little bit better ruffles. Like on the side, see the edges? This one's a little smoother. But yeah, they both look pretty good. This one's still definitely better, but I just like this one in general better, this design. All right, we got SpongeBob down. Now we gotta get Patrick and the rest of the gang. Oh, and another fun fact, you can actually put Gary on SpongeBob's head. I just wish they made SpongeBob a hat. All right, mateys, we're doing the next one. All right, let's take a look. I'm actually low-key pumped now. I'm also hoping we could get a Sandy. Oh, speaking of Patrick, we got a random guy's stomach. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's Pirate Patrick. Oh, whoa, okay. Fix that, buddy. All right, that's a pretty simple minifig. And we got the face. He's barely fitting on, apparently. And he comes with a treasure map. Oh man, do you know how cool it would be if they had like Patchy the Pirate in this? I don't think Lego's ever officially done Patchy the Pirate, but that would be epic. Oh, and there's a shovel. Oh, this is so cool. Is there gonna be a pirate SpongeBob? And oh, is there also gonna be a normal Patrick? I hope there is. Well, we're gonna put him to the side. He could go dig up bodies or something. Because we gotta get into the next figure. And then we're gonna be adding some lore. Oh shoot, who is it? You'll find out in a second because I need you to hit that subscribe button because this channel is gonna get deleted if we don't hit 100,000 subscribers. So hit that big red button right now and we're gonna finish unboxing. All right, it's another SpongeBob. This is like Hawaiian SpongeBob or something. Tropical SpongeBob.
I'm watching SpongeBob. It lives in a pineapple. It's true. Under the sea. It's true.
That guy low-key made SpongeBob sound tough, which he kind of is. Yeah, this is like tropical SpongeBob. I actually love this. All right, this one's cool. I'm definitely gonna put Gary on top of him instead. I don't know why. But now we have 2 SpongeBobs, and I think 2 SpongeBobs is not the best amount you could have. But we shouldn't have to worry about that. Right, Florida Man? Ah, what are you worried about? Florida Man, what is that on your shirt? Is that a pineapple? You know who likes pineapples? I got a skedaddle. All right, well, we'll check in on them later because we're gonna get into our next blind bag. All right, I have a good feeling about this one. Let's check it out. Yo, it's another Patrick. How are we getting so many duplicates? I hate duplicates. Well, it's not technically a duplicate. We didn't get this version of him. This is just another tropical character. If I remember correctly, there was an official SpongeBob set that had a bunch of tropical guys in it because they were like having a luau or something. I don't honestly remember. That's why this Squidward has this little necklace. But this one's kind of cool because it comes with a balloon, right? Let's check it out. There we go. Now he can go fly away. Hey, Patrick, where are you going?
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
All right, so we might have a few more duplicates than usual, but you know, Gary's got it under control. Right, Gary? Meow. All right, well, we'll take care of them because we still have a box to open. All right, let's check it out. We're gonna do this one. All right, who's it gonna be? Another little fella. This is One Piece. It's Plankton. I can literally just do this with Plankton. He could just jump around. Oh, where is Karen? Oh, you know, I just realized I can make Karen. Where's the Skibidi Toilet operator? Where is he? I want Skibidi Toilet Man now. All right, I need to build Karen. I actually want to do a side quest and build Karen from SpongeBob. Now, the first thing I had to do was get this Skibidi Toilet TV head guy and take his head off. What? And that'll be a good head for Karen. Next, I got this stack of like dark gray studs to attach to where the head is supposed to go. is supposed to create that cord-like body. I'm also doing Karen without the arms because that's way too difficult. Next, I got this 2x2 piece that's flat, attached it on. That's totally an illegal build technique. Then I got these like little hinge pieces, whatever you call them, I honestly don't know. And now we got a system going. Now all we have to do is attach some wheels. So I got these shiny silver 1x1s, and we're gonna just tack that on, tack that on, tack that on, and boom. Now we have a shiny silver Karen. Oh, here he is.
The aroma you speak of, Karen, my computer wife, is the stench of failure.
I think this is my first ever SpongeBob custom, and it looks pretty good. Good job, Plankton. All right, let's keep unboxing. All right, we're reaching in here, and I think we only have 4 left. That means we have to be getting a Squidward soon. No way. What are the odds of that?
What the Sigma?
All right, let's build him up. All right, well, there's Squidward. He comes in this tropical appearance, which lines up with this version of SpongeBob and Patrick. So honestly, they could probably all vibe together, or could they? Did you guys see that? What's the deal with that? Anyways, this is a really weird Squidward head mold. For reference, this is the real one. It is like Squidward and Squidward on Ozempic. All right, well, we gotta build our next one, and it is going to hopefully be someone we haven't gotten yet. I'm really hoping for Mr. Krabs. Oh, it is Mr. Krabs. Oh, what are the odds? All right, we got the pants, the arms, the head. Wow, that is a shiny red. Oh, now we gotta just, of course, give him Whoa. Why are his hands like that? Oh, that's so ugly. Thanks, I hate it. Literally took the claw shell off and it's just like the crab meat. Fun fact though, actually, the official Mr. Krabs doesn't have red hands either. He has gray hands. I don't know why. Lego, why did you do this? Lego didn't do a much better job either. I mean, the mouth is a little better, but what the heck? Now, and his accessories are a little weirder. Now, first he gets this little cup, which you could put this red stud in, I guess. I don't know. I feel like these accessories are mismatched. He also comes with this like piece of like bread, but it's like poorly molded and looks really bad. Like, what the heck? It doesn't even feel like plastic. It feels like clay. This is so weird. Oh, I get it. Because he's got money. See, the other print is money, and he got that bread money. Bro, they literally gave him bread. Not even like just cold hard cash, bread. He got both. Good job, Mr. Krabs. I'm surprised they didn't include with him the secret formula, because then it would have really been fun if we could just have Plankton, you know, go up to him and say, Eugene, can I have the secret formula? No. Now get out. Now get out of me restaurant. Okay. All right, well, we got Mr. Krabs, we got Squidward, we got SpongeBob. We have the whole Krusty crew. So who's gonna be in these next ones? I'm a little curious now. All right. Oh, whoa. Is that Pirate SpongeBob? It is Pirate SpongeBob. He comes with like white arms, which is interesting. All right, so we're gonna put him on with his eye patch, then we gotta attach his blue stud to his head to attach the pirate hat. And a sword, of course, because he wouldn't be a pirate without a sword, you know. And that means in this unboxing, we've got not 1, not 2, but 3 SpongeBobs. That seems like a lot. Interesting. Do you guys see that? You know what, don't worry about it. We also can put him with Pirate Patrick. I think they both came in a set, the Flying Dutchman's pirate ship, which I used to have. It also had this whole little island with a cannon and everything. It was pretty cool. And that means we have 1 more minifigure. So we gotta open this up and I'm gonna find out who it is. Because I'm low-key really kind of curious. All right. Whoa, yo, it's Sandy. Yo, at the beginning I said I couldn't wait to get a Sandy, and now I finally have her. At least in unofficial Lego form. It would have been funny if they made like the version of her from when she was trying to chase Dirty Dan. But yeah, no, this is more like the Wake Up in Texas version of Sandy. All right, and the connector is gonna be a little interesting. So we got this, okay, boom. Now that's a pretty good minifig actually, honestly. But she's missing one thing. All right, I stole a guitar from Ernesto de la Cruz, and now Sandy can pursue her passion of, you know, being a Texan musician.
Wish I was back in Texas. The ocean's no place for a squirrel.
And that's basically everyone. The only glaring omission I saw was Mrs. Puff. Yeah, but this is basically everyone. Wait a minute, where's Gary? What's that above the water? Yo, Gary, what are you doing in there? Wait, you're human? And you have hands? And you're steering a boat? Gary, get down from there. No, SpongeBob, I don't believe I can do that. I have to go sail the world. Good luck, my friend SpongeBob. You are a great person. Well, that was interesting. All right, if you like this video, watch this one. It's epic. God bless, and stay awesome. Isn't that right, SpongeBob? Do it.